My tools of choice for this project were very simple, very few. I had my little Dremel here to be able to cut some pieces when I needed to go around obstacles, and I use a circular saw. You can also use a jigsaw, or if you have a bench, you know, that you have a saw on, you can also use that. But I didn't have the space, and I didn't want to go outside because it was below freezing. It was really cold, so I worked inside, and I just used these little two tools here to be able to cut through the tiles. Let me show you the progress that we've made so far. It looks a little chaotic. It is a little chaotic, but I'm going to switch the camera around here and show you a little bit of the progress. There we go. So the biggest challenge was definitely try to get all the stuff moved back and forth, and working by myself, it's a little hard. I have to get creative, but now you can see that it's coming along nicely. Let me try to go to where we started with the door, and I'm lucky. I'm finding out that everything is pretty much squared away here. So this is the corner that we started in. I'm gonna have to do the little cutting of pieces here after. I was able to move all the shelves, put them back, get the floor underneath. So I started with the front door here, and then I worked my way in a straight line, 2 tiles, all the way up to around here. And then I started filling in the center to about the black line here. And I went underneath the toolboxes. And I stopped just shy of my new cabinets. And that's going to be a little project in itself there, trying to lift those up and get the tile floor. I went a little bit on this side here, underneath the toolbox, and I was actually really lucky. I've got 15 tiles across, and they came in perfectly. Didn't even have to cut anything. So if everything is square, I shouldn't have to cut any tiles as I'm moving along here. So this is the other challenge here. I got to find a way to move these, get the floor underneath, and same thing here as well. So it's gonna be, yeah, this one's gonna be a challenge. It's gonna be hard. I got to find a way to move this table. It's heavy. There's a lot of stuff on it now, and I got to be able to get underneath there. So coming along nicely. Things are going pretty good. It's a little still chaotic here, and like I said, the biggest challenge was moving all the shelves. So the floor is almost finished. Actually, it's like 99.9% finished. I'm down to my last piece or thereabouts, and I did a little mistake, so I thought I'd share it so it'd be like a learning experience for everybody. So let me walk over here to my floor. As you can see here, you know, everything is pretty much done. All right, this is what I want to show you. So when I was doing my floor, let me switch it around again here like this. All right, so as I was doing the floor, and I didn't have the energy or the courage to do this big part here, which, you know, involved removing everything that you saw here to the center and then be able to get the floor underneath, which I ended up doing. But, you know, I started doing, it was late last night, it was like 2:30 in the morning. I had a little bit of energy left, and I decided to do the floor from this side going towards the middle. Now, the problem with that is that I did from the garage door to the middle. Not a good idea. That means that I'm left with a hole in the middle, like this one here. And if we get down nice and close here, you can see that I'm getting a gap here. And put my finger here, see the gap here? And this gap here, there's no way, I can't push the floor this way, and I can't push the floor that way. It's just impossible to be able to fill in that gap. So the moral of the story is I'm gonna have to remove all this here, and I'm gonna have to go from here to the outside, and then I'll be okay. But never from the outside to the inside, especially when you're trying to meet up. So I'm left with a couple of squares in the middle, which I just couldn't fill the gap here in the middle. So we live and learn, and I just thought I'd share that. things are moving along nicely. I'm just about to do the last part of this project, which is getting underneath these cabinets behind me. As you can see, my floor runs all the way to the edge. I've got about 1.5 tile to be able to put there. I got about 22 inches to cover. Strategy is going to be, well, we'll do it section by section. So if I start by that corner and I come this way, I'm always going to have the female parts exposed as I put down my my tiles. So I'll just work myself from that corner all the way to the other one, 2 tiles at a time or a couple at a time. We'll see how it works. So top cabinets will stay there, of course. So we'll just remove the bottom and we'll do that section, remove the toolbox, do that section, and we'll move forward like that. When we get to these ones here, that's going to be a little tricky because everything is screwed together, bolted together. So I'm going to work on that a little bit, and yeah, I'll figure something out. After completing the project, difficulty level out of 10, I'd say like a 3 at best. It was really, really easy to put together. Just some preparation, spend time on preparation, and don't rush into anything. Yeah, don't rush into anything. I know you want to get the flooring down. Just wait for it. Try to get them down into maybe sections of 3s and 4s. So preparation and pre-assembly is really, really the key. And my biggest challenge was to move all my stuff around, because there was so much stuff, heavy stuff on the shelves. Had to take it all off before I could move the shelf and then move it back. And that was just my biggest challenge. So the project of installing the Swisstrax Ribtrax flooring at the Can-Am Spyder Accessories Spyder Shop is finished. So we love the finish look of it. It looks amazing. And to be honest, it's been 24 hours since I finished, and I got this smile on my face every time I come in. It is nice to work in a beautiful environment. So it's been really enjoyable so far. I love the way that it feels when you walk on it, and it's really cold outside today, and I usually work in my running shoes in the shop, and you know, I'm here 16 hours a day, and I usually get cold feet at one time, and none of that now. So I see that the flooring, because I'm not directly on the concrete, my feet don't get as cold. So that's an added benefit straight away. I've rolled my lift on there, I've rolled the chairs, everything rolls well, but of course you'll get this sound. But you know, everything rolls really well. It's not as smooth as being on concrete, but that's not an issue. The friends that I've shown this to, my family that came by, my dad just showed up an hour away drive, and you know, each way just to get a peek of the floor when I send him pictures. So really enjoyed that. I hope you like this video. Listen, no pretension behind it. You're a normal guy. I was having some fun. I do videos for Can-Am Spyders Accessories, and I thought it'd be fun just to get, you know, a little bit of what it's like to put one down, give you a little bit of advice as I'm working through it. One of the things that you really have to be careful is that, you know, when you start off your project, do exactly like says the picture on the box. You want to start as you're looking, you're inside your garage, you're looking on the outside, look at your garage door, start on the left-hand side corner of that garage door. Once you do that, after that, you go to the left-hand side wall, and then you come towards the inside. If you do that, then these, let me just get one of these here. This will be facing the garage door. this will be on the left-hand side wall, and you'll be going this way. So what you're doing now is you're exposing the female parts on this side and this side. So as you're putting them down, you're putting them down, you know, male and female, and that's going to clip in really easy. And the same here. So you're always going to have something that's, you know, going from male to female in these holes here, and that's going to be perfect. I made a mistake. I didn't do that. I looked at this. Let me turn my camera around. Remember this here? And I was a little overwhelmed about, you know, starting with that. And I said to myself, no, that's not where I want to start. Made a mistake. I went to the right side wall. So as I was coming this way, I would have this on this side. I had no choice now. I had to lift it up all the time, okay, to be able to get the female and then the male in. And that was a nightmare. And my fingers could tell you lots of stories of being caught underneath there. So I was on the wrong way, and I kept going that way. So there's an easier way. And this was, you know, the no pretension kind of part, and just telling you the exercise I had. So I've got 1 or 2 pieces left that I have to cut off, but the rest just looks beautiful. Love these Ribtrax flooring. Thank you for watching, guys. Bye. Hey, don't forget, subscribe to the channel and leave a comment. I'm supposed to say that. You're supposed to leave a comment. You like, you don't like, leave a comment and subscribe to our channel, okay? Take care, guys. Bye-bye.